are our supplies for today's project, and we're gonna make a garland. As you saw, we need pine cones, ribbon, we need picks, and I'm using those, and I'm using berries, and I'm gonna use also this picks for the pine cones, and we're gonna use ornaments, and also we are gonna use spackling. Hello guys, my name is Kiki, and let's jump into today's project. Now to make our garland, we're gonna remove it from the cardboard thingy that it comes, and then we're gonna unroll it, and that's a project on its own. And then another project on its own, it's gonna be fluffing it really nicely to the top of the garland. For that, we're gonna get those pine thingies, branches thingies that are just losing a lot of pine needles, and we're gonna fluff them to the top. And I don't know what's going on with this beautiful garland that I got at Walmart, that it's losing almost all of its pine needles. But we're gonna continue fluffing, and then we're gonna bring it to the middle and just fold it and grab it together so we can make a shorter garland and fuller, because this one was a little bit on a diet. Yes, while I was eating, he was on a diet. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep on fluffing so we can fluff it and have a beautiful full garland like this. And then we're gonna grab my favorite flocking method right now, and we're gonna start spackling our garland. Yes, I said spackling. We're gonna grab those branches like you see me here, and we're gonna press a little bit of that spackling on the branch and go fuller on the tops. Let me show you again. We passed our hand through the branch, and then we leave a little bit more on that top. Just like that. Now I'm gonna show you a little bit closer so you can see what I was doing. Like that. We just go around all of our branches and leave a little bit more on those top of the pine branches, needles, on the pine corners. Then we're gonna grab this pick that I got last year from Walmart, and we're gonna insert one on the corner just like this, and we're gonna tie it using the same garland. Then I'm gonna come back and leaving like 6 inches or so, I'm gonna tie another one, and I'm gonna repeat the same on the other end. Just tie it around using the garland and adding another one like 6 inches after that one. Then I'm gonna come back and add 2 more in the middle. Now if you want to add lots of ribbon, it's the time to do so, but I'm not gonna do that because I just want a little bit of ribbon. And we're gonna take our berries. You can use smaller or larger. I'm using those larger picks of berries, and I'm gonna start gluing them, and I'm gonna use that big pine cone there, and I'm gonna start gluing them to my garland. And just like that, we continue gluing them, and as you can see, I played around with them, so I like the placement, and we're gonna continue gluing them all around our garland. Now I'm gonna take the smaller pine cones that come in the pick, and I'm gonna start adding some of those in between our branches so you can't see the stick, the metal branch part of the stick. Yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna add the big pine cone, and it has a wire, so I'm gonna tie it around our garland and add more berries around him. Then I'm gonna come back with that branch that I had, and I'm gonna glue that in the front just like that. Then we're gonna continue adding our berries, and we glue them to our garland where you want them, and continue adding pine cones to cover the empty spots. When we have all of that done like that, we're gonna move on to the ornaments, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the plastic top on them, add hot glue, and glue them to the garland. I don't know how many times I have said garland in this video, but yeah, to the garland. And I'm adding 1 white, 1 black, and we have those shiny red ones, but I want matte finish, so I took the other one and glue it. And I'm gonna repeat the same steps in the other side. This is part of the Seasonal Garland DIY Challenge hosted by Sandra from the Schwowin's Nest and Jamie from SimpleRoots SimpleLiving. In the description box down below, you're going to find the link to their channel so you can go and check them out. And also, you're going to find the link for the playlist for this challenge. Go and check it out because I know you're going to find lots of beautiful garlands. Now it's the fun time to play with some ribbon. And for that, I'm just going to take a long piece like this. And I'm going to cut 2 of those. Then I'm going to ducktail my ends just like this. And we're going to ducktail both ends. When we ducktail them, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some wire. And we're going to grab our pliers. And we're going to cut a piece of wire just like that. Then we're going to grab some of the ornaments that I got from Walmart, the stars. And we're going to remove them from the package. We're going to grab 1 black and 1 white. And what I'm doing is I'm just removing the black ones, twine. And I'm going to add some twine to that so I can put them together like so. Because I want the white one on the front and the black one on the back. And then we're going to tie them like so, really nicely. And check it out, and if it's a little bit too long like this one, we're going to tie that together again. And then remove the excess. Then we're going to grab our wire. And we're going to put our stars and then bend it so we can grab our tails. And those tails are going to go to the corners of our garland. Just like that. We tie it around really nicely and that will be it. Then we're going to repeat that on the other side. And now I'm doing some loops of that fabric ribbon. And I'm going to do 1 in the front and 1 in the back for each side. And for that, you see me here just pinching them and grabbing some wire and tying that wire around the ribbon. Yeah, just like that. And then when we have that put together with the wire, what we're going to do is we're going to tie that to the garland. Like so. Yeah, not like that. Really tight. And then we fluff it and repeat on the back. Like that. Doing the same, just wire that ribbon down and tie it in place on the back of the garland. Like so. Then we're going to repeat that on the other side because we are making 2 sides like exactly the same. And we're going to tie that really nicely. Then we're going to move on to make some sort of a bow. Yeah, you know me, I don't know how to make bows, so I have to improvise. So I'm taking this ribbon and I'm just folding it and measuring it so I can make another one the same length. And then taking some of that ribbon and ducktailing it so I can make some legs for the bow. And as you can see, I'm folding it, and now I'm going to add my favorite thing to add to bows, hot glue. So I'm going to add hot glue like this and fold it, and I'm going to add hot glue all around. Yes, you know me, I love my hot glue on my bows. Then I'm going to add some wire to the bottom of the bow, like that. And I'm going to tie it really tight, and then I'm going to tie it to my garland. I'm going to repeat the same steps with the other side, like that. And you know, lots of hot glue. And I'm going to tie that one to the other side of the pine cone. Just like that, fluff it out really nicely, looking like a bow. Then I'm going to grab my tails. And as you can see, I'm tying my bow to my garland now so you can see how it looks. Just like that. Now, let's take those tails and add a little bit of wire and one of the stars that we have left from the package. And we tie that to our garland like that, and we fluff that bow out. And then I want to make a circular center to that bow. And that will be it. As soon as we add that, we will have a beautiful garland. Like that, fluffing, putting it together, playing around with it. And this is how it turned out. As you can see, I have it here styled on my table. Don't mind the black and white buffalo check tablecloth because, well, I just did this and I haven't removed my Halloween decor. But as you can see, we have over here our beautiful garland and the pine cones and the ornaments and the beautiful pine cone in the middle with the bow. And here we have the other side. And this is how it's looking. I'm so in love with this garland. I can't wait to put it on my table. And here is the corner ribbon with the 2 stars. Remember that in the description box down below, I'm going to leave you the link to the playlist and also to both of our challenge hosts. I just want to take this opportunity to thank them for bringing us this awesome challenge. I love how this turned out. And remember, if you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe so you can keep on watching this type of videos. Take care. Bye-bye.